Hi guys, just 1 second before we start. I will only give the content to my beautiful people in the community. So let's see what can happen today. I have another Fibonacci that we are retesting at the moment, but I'll show you soon about that level. And it's also good because we are it's Sunday today, and it is really good using Sundays as a guide of what can happen potentially next week. God, I love this microphone so much. This is seriously, I love this when it comes to like not showing my face, because it's, I don't know, I just like this microphone, right? I just like this so much, and now we can focus so much more on the charts. I don't know why I didn't do this before. Ibak, how are you? Tarun, hello, big boy. Hello, how are you? Advarner, bullish on the bottom. Yes, guys, if you haven't already liked the live stream, please go inside and do that right now. It would be super sweet of you. And then we'll go into the charts and see what we can potentially find, okay? Range today, yes. Hello Sultan, how are you? Martin, hello. Miriam, of course. Oh my god, we have SG here. Jalin, hello. Jalin, how are you? Sayed, hello, how are you? Vijay, hello, new to your stream. Well, welcome to the stream then. If you haven't already liked the live stream, please go inside and do that. If you haven't use my YouTube channel. Use your YouTube channel for you to help yourself grow, okay? Because what I share on this channel is mind-blowing. I show you so many good things that you have to pay a lot of money for. You have to pay a lot of money for this one, baby. So go into the channel, educate yourself, because education about this will take you to places you will never, you don't even know what this is gonna make you. You have no clue what this is gonna make you. But use backtest with me. You can study this. This is where I studied with you on the charts. You have Fibonacci, supply demand zones, trend lines. You have market structure explained. Know this, guys. No, seriously, like, use naked price action. Be the original. Use the original things, and you'll see what that will create for you. Okay, we have BRMC. Hello, how are you? Judith, hello. Kevin Harris, AGIT Harris. BNB is in golden pocket right now. Yes, we can go and look at it. And we also have Tarun here. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, Tarun, you also said hi before. Ulawale, not you're the best. I've been learning from your stream, just giving time to learn, as I said, and I can tell from my sample trade I'm getting there. You are the best. You see that? Congratulations, Abdu. That is so great to hear. 111. Hello, Mohammed. How are you? And we all, of course, have Ways of the Jedi. Me and Ways of the Jedi, we had a great conversation actually before we start. We had a great conversation in the community chat, and this was I was actually very happy that we had this conversation, because I think it's very important, and I want to tell you a little bit of what I said, because he was asking me if I ever had a mentor when it comes to trading. And what I did for myself, I did pay for especially two courses where I just gained some very good knowledge. Fibonacci was obviously one of them, and some other things like an overall understanding. But what you have to know, and this goes for everyone, that you can't expect someone giving you the holy grail of trading and just tell you how to use different tools, right? How to use Fibonacci, how to use trend lines. You have to put down the work to it. You have to put down the work to it, because how are you supposed to do it if you don't even understand what you're looking at? Because what I've noticed, a lot of people, they start to use the Fibonacci, which I'm very happy, and I also promote, like, use Fibonacci, learn everything. But what you don't understand is that you have to sit down with it. You have to understand how to use the tools in a properly way, because otherwise the tools is just a tool and it will not be used if you don't understand how to use the tools, right? So I'm gonna tell you what I wrote. So I said I paid for 2 courses only to get some understanding, and it helped a lot. I never had a personal mentor I could call. I sat down and broke everything down myself. So I could have these sleepless nights where I was just thinking about the charts. How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to understand all of these things? And then naturally just things started to come up to my head. How do I use the trend lines? How do I use the Fibonacci? Maybe I should start to dive into market structure. That's how I came into market structure, because so many people talk about support and resistance zones. So many people talks about the Fibonacci. So many people are talking about indicators, etc. So many people talks about so many things, but they don't talk about the basic of things. So that's how I was able to understand, okay, you know what? If I have all the tools that I'm using now, but I don't understand how to use it and why I should use it, because you're using it against the market structure, right? You're using it against the uptrend, the downtrend, the sideways market. That is market structure. Uptrend, downtrend, sideways market. We have to understand this for us to be able to look at it. Oh, sorry, do I scream? Sorry about that. But one of the things that I also said was that I was my own mentor. I found really good people that helped me along the way, that showed me small things. Then I build it with the 4 years of everyday back testing and ideas on how to do, and things came natural for me, and it still does till this day. That's why I'm good at it. I don't follow anyone. I only listen to myself, and I create from that space. And I also said, you can take the best Fibonacci in the world, let's say, but if you do not know how to use it, it's useless. And this is also very important, because so many people come into this space and they complain about how much money they've lost, etc. And I completely understand that. Filippo, this is not for you now. If you're stressing about what type of currency you want me to look at, this is only for the people that actually listen to what I'm about to say. This is very important. And if you want to grow, then you're not gonna complain about me actually sitting here now telling you the most important thing that you have to know. If you want to know levels, well, then I'm not the right channel at the moment, because I'm gonna tell you what's the most important thing. And this is what I also said. So many people will come and tell you how much they've lost and how many years they've been doing it, and they still complain. That is not a trader's mindset. A trader's mindset is humble and know whatever I need to do, I'll do it. No matter how long it takes, I will make it. And I am the only one standing in my way, and I will not do that anymore. That's a strong person, and you choose this even when you have $0 on your account. Because trading is not about the money, to be honest. The money is the bait. You fell for it. Now you have to educate yourself. If you want that sauce, you are the sauce. Money will be the reward. Hope this makes sense. I hope it makes sense to you guys, because for me, it definitely does, okay? It definitely does. If you don't understand that at the end of the day, the money will never be the thing that will push you to do more, because you will lose so much money in this game, and that is part of the game. You will lose money, and you shall lose money, because that's part of the game. How are you supposed to gain knowledge about something that does not push you to that knowledge? You can't just sit on, because that's wrong in this society today. We're sitting down. We just think that everything will come naturally to us. You want something come to you. You want me to look at coins for you, so you don't have to do the job that I do for me to be able to give that to you. You don't want to do that. Because one day I will leave you guys. I will not sit in front of YouTube the rest of my life. I will move on. I do trading myself. But if you can't accept the fact that you actually have to do the work, you will never, ever in your whole life be able to do the work. I will never do the work for you. No one else will never do the work for you. You have to do the work, whether it's trading, whatever it is in life, you have to do it. And if you just come on here and you just want some levels, that is totally fine. I will give you the levels, but this is for the people. This is only for the people who actually takes this serious, who actually want to create something with it, who actually knows that you can do it. There's a small feeling within you right now, a voice that tells you that you want to do this, that this is why you do this, right? I had the same voice. I didn't know, how am I supposed to do this? Who can help me? Etc., etc. It will naturally come to you if you just let the resistance go, if you just let the thoughts of money go, if you just release the thought that people will look at you in some way, if you just release all of these different things that has nothing to do with you, because it's not about you. No one pissed me off. This is just me being very passionate about trading. And when you're passionate about something, I spoke about this before, when you're passionate about something, you dig so deep within yourself because you know that you have a calling. And when you have a calling, there's nothing in this world that will stop you from that calling. Nothing in this world. When I sat down 4 years ago, when I decided that I wanted to be a master in trading, I did not know that I was supposed to sit here today and tell you all of these things, because I was going through that at that time. I did not know what this where it would take me. I just knew I had to do it. And I do not only help myself, but I help every one of you. If you let me help you, you will make it, because you help yourself. Take down that ego. Work with that ego, because the ego is standing in your way. I'm not standing in your way. The market is not standing in your way. Nothing is standing in your way except you and the doubt you have about yourself. Stop doubting yourself. The society have taught you to doubt yourself. You shall not from this day ever doubt yourself, but you always have to know that you have to learn things, and it will suck. It sucks. It's painful. Okay, it's painful, but it's worth it. Nothing comes for free. And when we say nothing comes for free, we're not talking about money here. We're not talking about money. Freedom will only come when you recognize that you're stuck, for real, like when you're stuck. And when you're stuck inside your brain, whatever that is, you have to free yourself from that. You have to free yourself from your own doubts, because the doubt is the only thing that's stopping you from becoming successful. I don't care how many motivation speakers you listen to. I don't care how many books you read about trading. I don't care how many times you're looking at me on my videos. I don't care, because the only thing that does matter is how you see yourself and what you do with it. You can sit and complain for the rest of your life, or you take this from this day on now. You take responsibility of your own actions, your own thoughts. It will be painful. It will be tough, because the society has pushed you down so much. But today is the day that you go up, okay? That's it. That's something that I wanted to tell you, because it's so important. And if it doesn't resonate with you, that is totally fine. But I know that somewhere deep within you, you know that I speak the truth to you right now. Okay, 111 people watching. I love you guys. Let's go into the charts. Let's start off with Bitcoin. You make it, guys. I trust you. I know that you'll make it. Okay, yeah, guys. 111, guys. I love you so much. You will make it. Whatever you want to do, you'll make it. You just need to start to question the thoughts that you have within you, because it's usually not your own thoughts. It's a program. Break the program. Because trust me, what I've realized when it comes to the charts, when you tap into yourself, you also tap into the charts, because the charts is emotional. You're looking at an emotional game right here. This is all emotions. And what I used to say before is that we can't control our we can't take away the emotions, because some people say, yeah, you cannot have emotions while trading. Well, you can have emotions. You have your intuition. That is one of the emotions that we need to know, because how many times have you actually taken a trade? How many times have you taken a trade for, let's say you want to sell the market, but something deep within you tells you that, hey, this is actually not going to work. But then you sell the market anyways, and then the market went straight up. And then you're like, but I knew that this was supposed to happen. That's the intuition. That is you talking to you, okay? That is you talking to yourself. Try to get to that voice. Whether it's about trading, whether it's about something else, get to that voice, because that voice knows more than you will ever know. That's the wisdom within you. Never doubt yourself, and I'm here to remind you to never doubt yourself. Society taught you how to doubt yourself, and I'm here to tell you that society fooled you, because they want to control you, they want you, and they have you. As long as you let them. But you have to understand what parts of you do they have. Never let anyone take that control from you, because you are the only one, okay? You are the only one. Okay. When we're looking at Bitcoin, I was taking this from the 1 hourly chart. I took a Fibonacci from 21,935 back down to the support at 20,800. Was it 20,000? 20,800. And we are right now inside the Fibonacci levels at 21,366 and $21,500, okay? We can already see how the market is consolidating in between these levels, but what we have to have in mind now is that if we're looking at the weekly chart, okay, looking at the weekly chart, we have one massive candlestick right here, and that's the most important thing. Remember what we spoke about yesterday. Hello, Samir, how are you? And welcome, everyone. If you haven't already liked the live stream, please go inside and do that right now. It would be super sweet of you. And yes, guys, don't forget that you can also receive the best bonus available right now on Bybits, up to $4,450. This is how you are supporting me, so I'm always available for you guys. And you have it pinned in the chat. Okay, let's continue now. So what we spoke about yesterday was that we can find different levels on the lower time frames on the 15-30 minutes chart, but we always have to we always have to follow the higher time frames candlesticks, because these are the dominant. The higher time frames is leading the way, and on the lower time frames you only see what's about to get built up, because the lower time frames, the 5 minutes chart is building up the 30 minutes chart. The 30 minutes chart is building up the 1 hourly. The 1 hourly is building up the 4 hourly, etc. You get the idea. So if the weekly chart have one huge bearish engulfing candle that engulfed 1, 2, 3, almost 4 candlesticks, well, then we kind of know that the market is pretty bearish, okay? To see one green candlestick just wake up tomorrow when you have one green candlestick can definitely happen. I'm not going to say no, but, you know, we still have to follow the trend. And even if that was supposed to happen, we will see on the lower time frames that the market is building up for this. Because if that's the case, you have one previous support, and if you see that the market breaks above that support and retest, then what we're looking at right here was only a fake out from that support. How do I know that? Because back testing is key, guys. When you back test things, you'll become very good at what you're looking at. So that's why I highly recommend you to never stop back testing, because that's the only way you will ever be able to have this understand things like this. We can also use Fibonacci. I think I'm not sure if I used this one yesterday, but we'll do it anyway. So we can also, if we see the market continue back up, we're still using is it the 2, maybe the 2 3 hourly looks better. Yeah, so we're using this previously lower high combined with the support, which gives us Fibonacci levels at $21,800 and $22,000. So this could be where the market needs to reverse back up to create a lower high and then see the continuation of the drop. Because when it comes to Fibonacci levels, why Fibonacci is so good is because when we have Fibonacci, I know a lot of people like Fibonacci because I use it, and you can all see how good it actually is. Okay, so when we're looking at a uptrend right now, so this is a uptrend, and why is it an uptrend? We have to understand uptrend. What is maintaining a uptrend? Do you know why we even have an uptrend? Do you understand the concept of it? Yes, the market is going up, but what is it that we're looking at that so we still see, yeah, this is still an uptrend? Can someone please give me an answer in the live chat? It would be super sweet. It's totally fine if you don't understand, if you don't know the answer. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to teach you guys. I love you. Like, when I say that I freaking love you guys, I'm not looking at you like I want to gain money from you. I want to do this from you. For me, you're still a soul. Like, we're humans. I don't care if you're black, white. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what your religion. I don't care anything. I love you guys. I want you to succeed with this. So don't be scared, okay? The more you ask, the better, and you'll have the answer. Then you move on to the next question. Next question. That's how you gain knowledge. You ask other people, okay? Higher high, higher lows. You're 100% right, but it is actually the higher lows in an uptrend that is showing us that we're maintaining the uptrend, because higher highs can sometimes be that you can prepare yourself for a downtrend and then you slowly and steady see the market go down, right? But on the higher time frames, if we haven't broken the last higher low, we're still in an uptrend. So the higher lows is the one maintaining the uptrend, but then we obviously have the higher highs too. Okay, so what is the higher low and higher high? Okay, this live stream will be about a little bit market structure, which I think is good always to do sometimes, because that's how you're able to understand what we're looking at. I saw this one person yesterday that came to me and said, I don't like your channel, you're too bearish. Well, he's not gonna like this when we earn money when the market goes down, and he lose money because he's buying the market at the wrong place. So I told him, you're a trader. I told him, I'm a trader, you're not. So I mean, if you only want to go into the charts to buy the market, then you have to be responsible of the loss that you will also take. That's why it's so good understanding market structure. And even if you don't want to spend all the years and practice to become a trader, I still highly recommend you to understand the trend of what you're looking at, okay? Even if you don't want to become a trader, try to understand market structure, because market structure will always tell you what the market is doing, and always on the higher time frames, that's the dominant, that's the one that tells you how what cycle the market is in. Now we can see the market is in a downtrend, but I'll show you, okay? So the good thing when it comes to Fibonacci, why we use it, I use the 60 and the 51%, okay? And for the people that actually don't know why we're using Fibonacci and why it's so important, is because the Fibonacci, when the market creates, okay, let's do this. When the market creates the higher low, and then you see the market create the higher high, for you to be able to calculate where the next potential higher low can be, because right now we have to remember it is the higher lows that is maintaining the uptrend, okay? Trend is your friend. Higher low, we always buy from the higher low. Higher low, higher low. A lot of people buy the market at the higher high because they think that, okay, we're so far away now, we are going up. baby. This is how they feel, right? Oh my God, we're going up. This is so great. Oh my God. And all of my money is gone because now the market had to go down to create the higher low, and then the market pulls back to create the next higher high. So for all the people who bought the market right here, because the only thing that they were looking at was this huge momentum that we had to the upside, and they don't have the knowledge of it. They don't understand nada. They buy the market at the higher high. They freak out because usually what they also do is that they put all of their money into one position. Okay, they put all the money into one position. Market, they're in drawdown. They probably lose their whole account, and now their emotions come to the surface. We all been going through this. This is totally fine. It does not matter what type of account you've had. When you see that account is about to go under, you sweat. You want to go and take a poo-poo because you don't feel good. You don't want to talk to your girlfriend and tell, hey baby, you know what happened? I actually just gambled away all of the money that you gave me last year, and all of the money that we ever saved. It's gone because I don't know what I'm doing when I'm looking at the charts. But I also know that you will not tell her that you do not know. You'll say, hey, you know what? Trading sucks. This is not for anyone. Okay, I feel validated. This is true, and that's why this is so important. I will never stop telling you guys how important this is. Natalie, when do you know the higher low is a higher low, and if you enter a low and think it's a higher? But okay, so this is why the Fibonacci come in so good hands, because the girls needs attention. We have to stop trading. Okay, so the good things when it comes to Fibonacci, for us to be able to calculate where the next higher low can be, we're using the previous higher low combined with the higher high, and that gives us the level with the 50 and the 61% where the next potential higher low can be. So you're calculating the next higher low based on the previous higher low with the last higher high, which gives you the next higher low, because that's 50 or 61% of the distance between the first higher low and the second higher high. You calculate these numbers based on the last higher low with the next higher high. And then you do the same thing, and you know that when the next higher high is about to be created, we have to surpass the next higher high, because we are maintaining the trend. Then you take the next Fibonacci from the last higher low to the next higher high, and what happens? The Fibonacci calculate where the next potential higher low can be. Now, you might ask, and I know that you will ask me, okay, but what time frame? Always look at the higher time frames. I'll show you exactly why this is so important. Hey, guys, I like this live stream. Please write 1 if you like this live stream. I'm getting on fire on these live streams when I don't have a video. As I said yesterday, it feels like I'm on a podcast, and I love this. Don't you love my voice? Don't you love my voice, guys? I'm here to teach you how to trade. I did that yesterday. Hello, my name is Natalie. Welcome to my live stream. I'm here to teach you how to trade. It sounds so good. If your name is Anthony Joshua, I love you. Please be my boyfriend. I'm just joking. This is so fun. You can't even see my face. Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh, I'm sorry. My voice. Okay, I'll show you baby girls and baby boys, because this is how much I love you. We're looking at US30, but this works on every pair. This works on index, this works on crypto, this works on gold, this works on, I don't care. This works on everything. I love your 200 microphone. Yeah, I'm using it the right way now. Okay. Let's look at the uptrend that we were talking about when it comes to the Fibonacci, right? So this is like, we've been going through this before. Take the last. Now we're looking at the weekly chart. Remember, The weekly chart is dominant. Very important. Very important, okay? We take the Fibonacci from the last higher low. We drag it up to the next higher high. Because what happened? This, okay, let's say higher low, small higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. What did we do? We used the last higher low with the next higher high right here. So these candlesticks happened before we saw the market drop back down to the 1561%, right? Okay. So we're using the last higher low with the higher high to calculate where the potential next higher low can be. So because we want to buy the market, because when we identify this, we see the market in the uptrend. And if someone wants to start selling the market right here just because they think the market will go down, well, then good luck to you, okay? Good luck to you. No financial advisor, but I would not recommend that. Okay, either way, so we're using this tool right here. This is also very good, so we don't have to go back and forth. This is a replay bottom that I always use. So we are just taking away everything that doesn't make sense in what we're about to look at. And we're just going to take these ones away now. Now we have to understand, we're looking at a weekly chart. And what we also have to understand that when I show you how higher highs and higher lows works, we all know that usually they don't look this beautiful. Like if you just look at it, like this higher high, this explanation of a higher high and higher low is really beautiful, but then you're looking at the chart and you're like, what is this? What am I looking at? Why did Natalie tell me that this was so high? You just have to practice it. Your eyes have to get used to it. And that's why I'm always saying you have to backtest the charts, because eventually you'll see what you're looking at. Everything will become so familiar for your eyes. And one thing that you also can do is you can obviously use the line chart, because that you can also see even more clear the same way that I did show you with this one, right? So we have more lines. It makes so much sense for us, okay? So for anyone that wants me to go into and look at their coins, I will do it. But I think this is very important, first of all, for a lot of people, because I know there's a lot of new people on my YouTube channel, and I do appreciate every one of you. But I'm also a trader myself, so for me to continue to do these streams for you, I also want to teach you, because that's my passion. I have to follow my passion. If you don't like it, well, I can't help you, okay? Okay, so we're looking at the weekly chart, and we identify, we have the higher low, so we can just write it here too. We have the higher low, and we have the higher high, and that's how we use the Fibonacci. Some people use the Fibonacci against the wicks, some people use it against the bodies. I use it against the bodies because that is what works for me. Again, you don't question what I do. Practice it yourself, and then you understand why you do the things that you do, okay? I'm not saying that it's wrong to use the wicks. I just do it against the bodies. Okay, now we understand that. Okay, we were using the weekly to calculate where the next potential higher low can be. We can already see that the market came back down exactly to the 1561% and retested it. But I mean, you're not taking a trade based on the daily. You have to go down to the lower time frames, because you break everything down bit by bit. So, okay. So we understand that, okay, in the future, we kind of know that the market can come back down to this level. Even if we're around here, we know that the market can eventually pull back down to this Fibonacci. So on the daily chart, the only thing that we can actually see on the daily chart is that the higher high is broken. The higher high we was not able to create another higher high, which means that, okay, we just have to pull back down now and have a downtrend for a while before the market can actually reverse back up again. Because so many people think the market will go up, and then when they see the market go down, they're like, oh no, what's happening here? What the market doing? Like, the market is just doing what the market is supposed to do. We go down to the 4-hourly chart just to break everything down, because as I said, we don't take trades based on the daily chart. We use the weekly, the daily, the 4-hourly as guidelines to where we potentially can head to. And then on the lower time frames, you just, slowly and steady take the lower time frames to calculate where the entry is. Okay, guys, if you haven't already liked the live stream, we have over 200 people here. If you have not already liked it, it would be super sweet of you. Don't forget to go inside and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know when I am live next time or when I do have my daily updates, because trust me guys, you want me. You need me, and I want to help you. I want to help you. Okay, I'm the mentor right now. Seriously, I'm the mentor I always needed but never had, so now I am that for you. Proudly, I will say that. Proudly. And I just want you to create a life of your dreams, whatever that may be. But trading will help you to get that. So, okay, so we understand that from here, the fake out is the first clue that this higher high is about to be over, and we slowly and steady will see the market reverse back down. I have so much knowledge now, it's crazy. Like, it's just crazy how you combine the Fibonacci levels with each other, and higher highs, higher lows, etc. You just know what the market is doing. So just using another Fibonacci here from the last higher high with the next higher low, a lower low, can you see, like, if you only understood that this was the high, the market needs to pull back down from this level. We used the previous resistance. You remember that the fake outs, we're using the fake outs, okay? It pretends that it's going to continue back up. What happens? We break down below the previous resistance that we had the fake out from. We use that low because the market needs to drop. We don't even know how far the market's going to drop by. This is how you backtest it. Then the market pulls back up again, and what happens? Based on the Fibonacci that we took from the higher high with the low, we understood that this resistance is very important now. But we do not only have the resistance, we also have the Fibonacci levels where we expect the market to pull back up to create a lower high, because we already know that the market is supposed to pull back down to the lower to the lower targets for it to be able to create the higher low, only to be able to find the strength to then create the next higher high. This is so simple when you stop wanting the market to do what you want it to do. Stop it. Just stop it. Because what you want the market to do, market will never care about you. The charts does not care about you. It wants your money. It wants your money. Why do you give it away? Why do you freely give your money away every single time? Stop doing that. Stop it. We saw the market came back up to the 50 and the 61%. Don't involve your emotions to this. Just by understanding fake out from previous resistance, which is also the higher high, which means that the next higher low needs to be created, okay? Market gives us the lower high. Market respects the lower high. It respects it. What happens? Market slowly and steady reverse back down. We can zoom in and see what's happening exactly here, because that's like people ask, oh, what's the entry? How do I do it? This isn't meal sauce. This is for spicy lovers. It's true. It's true, guys. But you know, if you don't have an honest person that tells you if you don't have anyone that actually speaks the truth, how are you even be able to how are you able to do things if you do not know the truth, right? You're just gonna continue to follow the crowd that actually don't have a clue about what they're doing. Okay, market came back down, huge volatility to the downside, huge bounce. What happened? The market came back exactly to the 61.8% that we were looking at when it came to the higher time frames Fibonacci. Now we have to have in mind that if the weekly calculated that this would be the level where the next higher low is, and we start to see the rejection and slowly instead start to see the market reverse itself to the upside, then what do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? The market just showed you exactly what it's supposed to do. And we can even just by doing this right now start to play around with the Fibonacci on every higher high and higher low level and see that the market gives you the targets where you can buy the market from. Just look at this. We take the previous low, the last low, the one that came to the 61.8%, connect it with the next higher high. You see this previous this previous lower low connected with the next higher high. What happens? It gives you a not only a support level, but this is where we expect the market to slowly and steadily reverse back down from. You see? Can you see? Like this is how the market is doing every single time. Take away this one, okay? Because now we saw the market gave you the first retest. We can also do this. We take the Fibonacci from the last higher low here with the next higher high. What does the market do? We drag it box only so you can see it. The market tried to break this level, but you can see how the market never had the power to not break below. We had one crazy wick here, but the market is just preparing itself. Okay, we take that one away. We take another fib from the last higher low with a higher high. What is the market doing? Even if we see that the market closed slowly, had this huge fake out, which also usually happens when the market is at the beginning of actually have the momentum to the upside, because I'll show you soon how it looks like. Looking at the support, you always have this like crazy wicks, because the market is just preparing itself. It tries to, I don't know, fake people out, etc. And I don't know what it's doing, but it's a mess sometimes when we're looking at the support. That's why we have these crazy candlesticks. But that is only because it's preparing itself to slowly and steady have the push. And even on the lower time frames, we could have seen this for, okay, you see, this is why I say that the market always consolidate before the crazy move. Whatever direction you're looking at, okay, look at that. We have the consolidation before the market reverses. The same thing here. We had the market consolidated before you saw the market breaking down. Because the market always collect powers. If that's how I don't care how you call it, liquidity, sideways market, range market, the market is always going sideways before it has the power to break the consolidation market. If it's from a downtrend, uptrend, the same thing here. Market was consolidating right here. Miriam, I'm tired of these knowledge. Please, Natalie, leave it and check the market. This is the thing. This is not for people. This live stream is not for people now that want me to, tell you where to buy or where to sell the market, because I'm not doing that either way. I'm no financial advisor. This is for the people who actually want this. And if you don't understand how important this is, it's not for you. Well, it's totally fine. I'll continue to do this because I actually love it myself, and I will do that. Okay, I'm here to teach people. I'm here to help people, not only give you the direct link to the money. Sometimes, but not today. Okay, so that's how we're using the Fibonacci levels, because when you're inside Fibonacci levels, you always see how the market slowly and steady give you the first low. It gives you the first low. This was the first low. And then you saw how the market never had the power to break this low. It never had the power to break this low. It never had the power to break this low. And it didn't have the power to break this low. That's market structure. That's knowledge. That is knowledge. And what is knowledge? Knowledge is power. And what is power? Well, something that some people don't want you to have, but when you have it, you're unstoppable. And I want you to be unstoppable, because you deserve that. You've been lied to for so long. I'm so sick and tired. I went out of meditation today and I was so pissed, and I was like, no, you know what? I'm not gonna take this anymore. I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share with so many people I can. You create whatever you want to create with it, but one thing always have in mind, that if you succeed with trading, your life gonna change. Okay, we can go into BTC right now and see what's actually happened. You see the same thing here. The market found a support. If you go back, you see that this is also a previous support that we did have. So you take entries based on fib levels, but not demands. That sounds pretty risky. I like to use the fib to get extra confirmation, but not as main reason. This is what you don't understand. This is only the Fibonacci. You have to have other things also. I mean, you don't have to. It depends on how good you are. I will not say what you can or cannot do. But if you just think that I take my trades based off the Fibonacci, I just show you how to use the tool. Either way. So we have the Fibonacci now again that I spoke about in the beginning at 21,800 and 22,040. We can definitely see the market continue back up to this level, because looking at different time frames, we have different trends, and based on that, we came into a previous support. Natalie, some people want you to give them directions to trade so they can blame you when they lose and come back for more signals when they win. Please ignore and teach us. Love your work. Thank you so much, Prince. I mean, it does not matter if they take 10 trades and all of them go in, but I mean, I'm still here to try to, you know, help. And sometimes, you know, I just sit on a live stream and I just share my thoughts about the prices. Sometimes I want to go in and teach you a little bit more, and whatever resonates, it's still their responsibility. I will never take anyone else's responsibility on mine, never in my whole life. That's why we always say, both me and Andy and everyone on Bitcoinsensus, we're no financial advisors. We only share our thoughts. There's copy and paste trade channels. Yeah, I mean, it is. But this is for you guys who really want it. This is for you. Okay, so when we're looking at the BTC now, we use the Fibonacci as a guidance. We use the Fibonacci for where the market can potentially get drawn to. And we are following market structure. We can obviously see on the 4 hourly, if you just take everything away, I'll show you. We can also see that we had a previous resistance that got broken. On the 1 hourly chart, we have more market structure to look at and what we can use. So if we think that the market, because it doesn't have to happen, it does not have to happen. We always have to have in mind that everything is probabilities. But if we have in mind that we just might see the market reverse back up to 21,800 or 22,040, and we see that the market came to a previous support. Now the market is always telling you a story. The market came back down to a previous support where you've seen the market bounce before. This doesn't mean that it will bounce back up to $1,000 billion till tomorrow. It just means that this support can be the support that pushes us back up to the Fibonacci levels for then continue back down. Because when we usually come to a previous support that we've seen the market be retesting a lot of times, this is a level where the market will respect, and it's also on the higher time frames. You'll see on the daily chart, you can see how this was a wick level. You saw a previous, is it high low low, high low level? Either way, we saw the market came back down exactly to this level again for a retest. So if we know in our heads now that the market slowly and steady could potentially continue back up to these levels, we know that the market needs to create higher highs and higher lows. Maybe consolidate and then slowly and steady see the market reverse back down. Like that's what we're looking for at least. But it doesn't have to happen. It does not have to happen. And do you know what? That's so wonderful to be like, you know what? I think this can be, but it doesn't have to, because you're not here trying to be right. You're not here trying to be wrong. You're just trying to gain money. And if you want to gain money, let go of that control, because having control over the market, you already know by now that you do not have any control. No, I just mean trading with overflow is important. Support and resistance is cool, but if you do not understand overflow, then I do not think only indicator can get a good entry. Okay, so we're using the next Fibonacci, because the Fibonacci is guiding us, and you can see how this Fibonacci is also combined almost with the previous resistance that we did. Oh, it's really good combined with the previous resistance that we did break. Because what we're doing now is that we're using different tools, because the more, I'm not going to say that you need to have 4 billion tools, but it's definitely good using previous support, resistance. Like, use as much naked trading as you can. That's my recommendation for you. Previous resistance just might turn into a new support, also a new higher low, right? And you can already see the market came back down and retested the 50% at $21,300. But you'll see on the lower time frames if this will be valid or not. Because on the lower time frames, we also have a trend. We can also use the trend line. Even if it's on the 15-minute chart, but remember, it's the lower time frames that build up the higher time frames. So if we start to see that on the lower time frames now on the 15-minute chart, that we come back down, we retest the 50%, and then have break of structure on the lower time frames, what do you think will happen on the higher time frames? It will be the beginning. Like, you're not buying the market when the market has already done the move. You don't buy, okay, I mean, usually the people does do that. Usually people, they trade the market, they buy the market when the market has already done the move. They start to buy the market here, and what do you think will happen? Well, then we just use another Fibonacci from that previous higher low with that higher high. What do you think will happen? People buy right here because they're like, oh yeah, the market will the market will go up now, and then market pulls back down, and they're getting drawn down and angry, and then the market goes up, and they're like, but I lost all my money. Where's all my money? Well, they took it. It's not your money anymore. Now you have to live with that feeling. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to continue, or are you going to stop it? I mean, you're going to lose money either way. Sometimes you have to lose money. It's totally fine. But if you start to buy the market at the higher high, and then market goes down to create the higher low, where the smart people buy the market, and then they gain the money to the next higher high, and you're like, but I bought the market. Don't do that. I'm not laughing because it's fun. It's a little bit fun because it's actually just a mental game that is actually not that serious, to be honest. Like, we put down so much time and energy, and it makes us feel so bad. It's just part of the game, but at the end of it is actually just life lessons that you're dealing with. To be honest, I had to deal with that. When I'm telling you, I had trouble with money. My money mindset was crap. And trust me when I say, trading was the only way for me to be able to wake up from that dream I was living in. I was living in a dream world, and trading uppercut me so hard that I had to wake up. Okay, I had to wake up. And now when you're looking at it, you're like, hey, that was actually a pretty fun journey I took. I almost killed myself. Just joking. Seriously, I didn't want to live anymore. But that's part of it. You want to love something so much that you're like, you know what? I give up. And then it comes to you when you give up. This is the thing. Like, I'm not saying that it's supposed to push you to that level, but it pushed me to that level. And then you have to decide, what do I want to do with my life? Okay. Other trader bought Lambo with your money. Whatever makes them happy. Everyone got their different journeys. Everyone does not go through the same thing as I do, but what I do is that trading is hard, and you have to practice it, and you have to deal with yourself. You have to. There's no other way around it. Okay, so this is what we're looking at right now when it comes to Bitcoin. But one of the things that we also can have in mind now is that if this higher low now that we're looking at will not be valid, we can still use it, because if we break below it, it will become a new lower high, and then the market will go down. If this level will not be the higher low, because it will tell you if it's the higher low, it will break down and become the lower high level, because then you're below the resistance again. You have to ask yourself the question, because you've been on my live streams now for a while. Why does my Fibonacci always get combined with previous support and resistance zones? Why? Because everything is connected. Everything is connected when it comes to the charts. I don't care if someone says the federals have a meeting today. Yeah, they will have a meeting and they will just play around with the charts a little bit, but then the market will continue to the direction it's supposed to go to, because there's no news in this whole wild world that would change the market. I mean, if it's not like, you know, what happened a couple of years ago, but that's planned. And that's the same thing with the charts. It's rigged. The chart is rigged. But they have clues for you, and if you know the clues, you'll get the sauce. You see, we already retested Fibonacci levels 50% now, and the market slowly and steady reversed to the upside. Okay? You'll see, because look at this, guys. I'll show you. Take Fibonacci from the last, because you can see now, market was in the uptrend, high, 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 low. Even if this is on the 50-minute chart, what happened? The market started to create lower lows and lower highs. We failed to break the previous higher high, created the lower low. We broke below the previous higher low, which is also this one. We create now potentially another lower high. Look at this. Take the Fibonacci from 21,485. Back down to potentially low now, because this green candlestick, if we're closing like this in 10 minutes, this would be the next lower low. Okay? Which calculates where the next potential lower high can be, and that can now be, if this candlestick now is closing like this, is one in 10 minutes, because this is also very important. You cannot take a Fibonacci based on if you don't have a green candlestick. Okay? If we see the market reverses back up to this level at 21,423 or 21,438, this could be where you see the market give you the lower high for then create the next lower low against the level where we do expect the market to create the higher low, and then slowly and steady potentially reverse back up. But if we would see now that the market is closing above 21,437 and the market is now continuing up, this will be the next higher low, and that's the continuation. So we can still use this level even if it's not working as a lower high. It will be worked as a higher low level. I've been backtesting this now for so many days. This is crazy. It blew my mind. It blew my mind. So from this level here, we will come back to this the next live stream. This is how it will look like from the prices that we have right now. Okay, remember, this is from the prices where we have right now. This candlestick still have to close within 9 minutes as a green candlestick. Because if we just continue to drop, these Fibonacci levels will not be valid. You see, we already have, look at this huge candlestick right here. Because look at this, we can go to the 5 minutes chart too. Take Fibonacci from the last lower high with the lower low. What happened? What is happening right now? You saw the market try to break. We closed exactly below the 50%. This works on every time frame, guys. I'm not joking when I say this works on every time frame. Don't underestimate Fibonacci, because it will guide you. Do you even know what Fibonacci is? Do you even know what Fibonacci is? Fibonacci is building up the whole cosmos. Fibonacci is building up the universe. And you think that Fibonacci is not valid on a chart like this? Why do you think that every Fibonacci is connected with each other? Because it's the basic of the universe. It's a universal law that we're looking at. You have to understand things like this, okay? Today's live stream just remind me of the school days when one of the teachers were mad on us. Yeah, but it was always those type of teachers that was actually the best ones that we remember today. That actually, even if they were like, you know what, Natalie sounds like a bitch right now, but behind that, it's all love. The teacher that got mad at you, they only got mad at you because they cared about you. You only get mad when you care about something. If you don't care about something, you don't let it affect you, okay? So that's why sometimes I get mad at you guys. It sounds like I'm mad, but that's only because I care so freaking much about people's freedom within themselves. And I know that trading can free you because it did free me. Now, it's crazy. It's crazy. You have no clue about what you're looking at. And sometimes we're not supposed to know what we're looking at because it will just freak you out, okay? So this is what we're looking at right now. If we're breaking below 21,250, we'll use this one as a previous resistance, and then market could potentially go down. Let's look at Ethereum, guys. Please, guys, if you did like this or do like this live stream, please write 1-1 in the chat. I think this is one of the best live streams that I'll ever had in my life. Thank you so much for being part of this. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know when I am live next time or when I do have my daily updates about cryptocurrencies. Don't forget that you can also receive the best bonus available right now on Bybit, up to $4,450 by using the link in the description down below the video too. How have you been able to change your mindset, Natalie? Good question. So you really want to know the answer? You really want to know the answer? I got so sick and tired of my life. I literally wanted to kill myself. Like, literally. I didn't want to, but I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I need to change. And when you give up, when you seriously give up, when you're like, hey, you know what? Whatever does exist above this, or you come forward now because I'm done with this. When that happened, when I said, I'm not doing this anymore, everything came to me. And then, you have to start to practice your mindset. You have to start questioning, why do I do certain things that I don't want to do? Why do I have this mindset? I want to do so many different things in life, but I don't do it. I continue to do the things that I don't like. I'm continuing to be in relationships that I don't like. I continue to lose money in trading. I don't want to do that. I started to question everything about myself. Every single thing about myself. Slowly and steady, you get there. That happened to me in 1998, so I moved to South Korea and then Japan. You see, like, this is happening to people, like people waking up from their life. They're so sick and tired of their life that they're actually like, you know what, I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore. And when you do that, when you give up, when you lose the control, everything will change. And the same thing comes to the charts, because the chart is nothing different towards whatever you do in life. When you release the resistance of the chart, of having the control of the chart, you will have the good sauce coming to you. It will come to you naturally. Okay, so when we're looking at Ethereum right now, we already have setups from the 1 hourly chart. I can tell you're a lovely lady, but I'm just drunk wanting to talk to a phone. I'm sorry for that. You're a lovely lady. What? It's no problem. I'm not ashamed of it. It's actually good. I know it's a lot of people that hate their lives, and probably 190 people of you does it already. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. And most of the people in this world hate their lives because we're not living the truth. So it was a good question. Okay, so we have the same thing on Ethereum. We already have set up since before. If we break above this lower high that we're looking at, the lower high level between 1,630 and 1,650, we can already see that we've been retesting this level, but we can continue to the upside, right? Because we let's see, do we have another support here? The same thing. Okay, so we have another previous higher low here, which could also be where the next higher low becomes new lower high. Can happen, but we still need to have different tools on the charts for us to be able to see or different levels in case we have some momentum. So we're using the previous support. This is also where the market created a new support. We see the market broke below it a little bit, but now we're closing inside of it. So this could be where we see the market slowly instead it pulls back up to these levels for them to reverse back down. So because on the lower time frames on the 1 hourly chart, you saw the market giving us the first low. Market then created a higher low because we never broke the previous low, higher high because we're above the previous high, and now the market can create the next higher low. So we can use the previous higher low now. Remember what I said, we used the previous higher low from 1,570 back up to 1,627. We take this box away because we don't want to have too many things on the chart. Now, what we're doing or what we're looking at is a lower high level, right? But we also wait for the market to see if we create the higher low for them break above to create the potential next higher low and see a continuation. That's what I'm looking for. Or this is what we can have in mind at least, because everything's probabilities. Okay. We're retesting the 50% at 1,509. Okay, so 1,598. We can also use 1,592. If we see that the market, I mean, I'm not saying that we have to buy the market here. I'm not saying that. I'm just sharing you what can potentially happen. If we break above this level now, if we break above 1,630 and 1,648, remember this is a lower high level. If we break that level, we're using it as a new higher low. I swear to God, guys, this will be the next higher low. I'm sorry if I'm screaming. This is only because I'm so sure that if we break above it, you'll see how the market create the next higher low against that level, and that will be the pushback up to 1,443 and then a continuation of the drop. If we break this higher low, I can guarantee you this will become the next lower high. If it's not respected as a higher low, it will be the next lower high, and this is also where I will be able to sell the market from. If the market reverses back down and actually shows me that this Fibonacci is valid, and with a Fibonacci that's valid, you don't want to have one huge green candlestick, that breaks above it. You're not selling the market if the market looks like that. But then the market will probably continue back down because that's just how market is moving. Like, and someone can come and tell me, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't care. I do not care. And everyone sees the chart in different ways, but you also have to remember that the market always use levels. It always use market structure. And it just might look a little bit messy right now, but I know exactly what I'm looking for. So if we break above 1,648, I guarantee you guys that we will hit between 1,710 and 1,743 and then break down again. Queen JD, love this girl so much. She's one in a million. She gave her knowledge for free. Thank you, Nat. Thank you so much, Queen JD. Guys, if we can reach 200 likes, we have 197 people that like the live stream. We got over 200 people. If you haven't already liked the live stream, please do that. It would be super sweet of you. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do it, because I go through these coins every single day. Next week, we will also have morning live streams from 8 a.m. Swedish time. So you see here, morning setups, Bitcoin and crypto live every morning. I'm not doing it on Mondays anymore because Mondays is trap Monday. I want the market to, you know, have the space to, you know, do whatever it's supposed to do. So from Tuesday to Friday, remember, 8 a.m. CET time, 1 hour before London session, I'm live. Okay, we have an overview of what's happening of the day. So because I think it was this Thursday, we did have a live stream and we actually caught the drop from here. I saw the market from here. Okay, I gave you that based on a lot of different things now, because I do not only use the Fibonacci, guys. I want you to know that I use a lot of things, and my eyes, they're the best indicators that I have. But what we did was that we took a Fibonacci, I think it was from this, from one of them, maybe on the lower time frames, but from this level I sold the market, and the market went down, and it took all of the take profits that I did have. So it was actually a really good trade. Of course, this doesn't happen every single day because everything depends on how the chart is looking. I can't tell you, yeah, today we're gonna take a trade. Like, you can't say, if someone tells you they take 10 trades every single day, they're lying to you, because you cannot say, oh yeah, today I'm gonna trade the market. If you're not a scalper, obviously, but if you're not a scalper, you have to wait for it. You have to wait for whatever you're supposed to do, because the chart will not always give you an opportunity to either buy or sell the market. You're waiting for the market to come to the levels where you want the market to come to. In an uptrend, you want to buy at the higher low. In downtrend, you want to sell the market at the lower high. Okay, so when it comes to Bitcoin, look at DXY, for example. Like DXY, whatever DXY is doing, everything that's against it will go to the opposite direction. That's why you see everything that goes against dollars is going down. Bitcoin, Ethereum, index pairs. You have Euro USD going down. Look at gold. Gold is going down. When DXY went down right here, this was happening on gold. And when DXY now is reversing back up, because the DXY is in an uptrend, what happens? Well, then gold is starting to go down, because they're going against each other. So when dollars goes up and everything goes against the dollars is going down, is just because that's how it is. And also very good to understand, because every time when we're going into the morning live streams or its streams overall, when the market is open, we always look at DXY first of all, and then we start to look at Bitcoin, because DXY is, is leading the way, right? It's very strong at the moment. And when DXY goes down, what do you think will happen to Bitcoin? It will go up, but we just need to finish the trend, right? And the trend is not on its way up right now, and we have to have that in mind. The overall trend, we're going down. Like, this is the reason why I ask you guys, why do you look for a uptrend when the market is giving you a clear downtrend? And that's you. That's the greedy you. I spoke about Bitcoin going down here. I knew the market was supposed to go down here. Like, not new, but I spoke about it a lot. And everyone else were talking about the market going up. And I was like, no, I'm going to sell the market. What happened? Market goes down. So when I say the market is about to go up, you should be on my channel. Because when I say buy the market or I buy the market, then you want to be part of the game. I'm not no financial advisor, but everyone that told you that the market was going up when the market was going down, when your girl says the market is going up, you want to be on my channel. I'm telling you right now. Whether you want to be a trader or not, you want to. That's how confident I am. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, so when we're looking at BTC, we're using 21,310 and 21,258 for a potential reverse back up. If we break below this level, we're using this, or I use this level then for a potential lower high opportunity. So right now it's just a waiting game. If we see the market need to have a bigger pullback to the upside, this does not have to happen today. This can take a couple of days before the market even, you know, have that level push, right? But if we're looking at the daily chart, the weekly, remember we have one huge candlestick, and you see the wicks on all of the other candlesticks. The wicks, we can probably see a wick happening, you know, to these levels, and then you see the next red candlestick. So if we see that the market reverses back up now, if we see that the market reverses back up to this level on the higher time frames candlestick, that will only be a wick. On the weekly, that will only be a wick. The same thing as you saw here. We sold the market. You could have sold the market right here if you understood what was actually happening, because on the other Fibonacci, it screamed, hey, we are inside Fibonacci levels. This is where we potentially want to reverse back down. And what did the market do? It gave us so many clues that the market was about to go down. Again, this has nothing to do with I want to be right. This is you understanding how the market is moving. You want to earn money. You're not here to tell people how good you are at trading, how much money you have. No, you want to have the knowledge. You want to be smart. You want to know what you're doing with your life. Take charts. See the last high, combine it with the low. Why does the market come back up to the 50 and almost the 61%? Because the market is connected. The market is connected to each other. Everything is connected. You just have to understand. Use the higher time frames, then you break everything down to the lower time frames. You see? I love this live stream. Please write 111 in the chat if you do enjoy this live stream together with me. But I'm actually gonna end it now because I need to go. Thank you so much, everyone, for being on this live stream together with me. My name is Natalie. It's so fun to do this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know when I am live next time. Don't forget that you can also receive the best bonus available right now on Bybit, up to $4,450 by using the link in the description down below the video. Personally, I hate Fibo, but that is great if it works for you. Yes, that's the thing. I mean, I only share you what works for me. As long as you gain money of what you're doing okay. You're doing a good job. So remember that. I only share you my thoughts of how I see it. I tried to use indicators before, but that does not connect with my brain, because that's just who I am. Embrace yourself, okay? Take that power back because you deserve it. It's your power it's your power. And use that power. Connect with the charts. Practice the charts. The more wrong you have, the better you become. All of the things that I know is only based because I did not know them before. I did not know anything about this before. How do I know it? Because I practice it. And you can do it too, because you already do it. You already do it, okay? I'm so happy that you took your time to listen to this live stream. I'm so happy that I see so many people actually create something with this, because I have so many beautiful messages from you guys. And I swear to God, I'm so happy for you, because I know when you find someone that can help you out of this, I know how grateful you are, because I was that grateful, and I'm so grateful that I can be that for you, because I know I love my people that I found on YouTube, the mentors, etc. So don't ever stop. If you want to be part of my community, Natalie Bitcoinsensus, this is the only one that I do have. You are more than welcome to be on this. SG will soon give you the link to it, and I will pin it in the chat right now. If you're not already in the community, you are more than welcome. You have it pinned in the live chat right here, right now. SG, so thank you so much for always helping me out. I love you so much, and we see each other in maybe tomorrow. Hit the notification so you know, okay? I love you. This was such an amazing live stream. I want to thank you. Okay, I use that voice. I want to thank you so much. Okay, goodbye. Love you. Bye.